Hey there guys, this is Rail Gamer Productions here, and today we are going to start a new series, which I might change around a little bit, which is time-lapse. For this first episode, we're just going to build in real time. So, this is going to be Atlanta to Athens to Augusta to Columbia. I'm having so much trouble typing Columbia. To Charlotte. And for now, we'll keep it on the default region. We don't need no cars. So this is kind of the route that I've planned out here on Google Maps. Credit to Google Maps for creating this. I have no part in this other than going on the website. So yeah. Right here we have Inman Yard. By the way, the camera work is also Google Maps. But so basically we have Inman Yard right here, and it's gonna go down on this rail line, kind of. It's gonna go down here to this place. Probably not that exact place. I might have it just go straight from Atlanta to Lawrenceville. Yeah, I'll probably do that. So, Atlanta, Lawrenceville. See, that shortened it to 330 miles. So, Atlanta to Lawrenceville to Athens to Augusta to Columbia, and then through Rock Hill and up to Charlotte. So, yeah. The route's gonna look kind of like this. It's gonna have a very mild curve. So why don't we start by creating a yard in the middle, which the middle of the route would be in Augusta. So let's build just a route, because I'm planning on having Amtrak run this. So let's just build some track. So let's go to Jointed Rail. So let's use Jointed Rail. Actually, no, I'm going to use the ST100 stuff, the professional stuff. Alright, so I'm going to have to raise the ballast on this so that it looks more realistic. So we're going to have it just go through Augusta, kind of like that. So, straighten that, and there we go. It looks pretty realistic. So then, why don't we raise this track piece to a reasonable height. Okay, so let's get the vertex height and apply it to the track points. It's right there, that's a nice track. So let's add the second track. And I'm thinking of having 3 tracks and having like a yard coming out. It'll be a small yard, it'll be like a helper yard maybe, if they need to go on any mountains. I should probably check if there's any mountains along the route. I'm assuming there might not be because it's kind of close to the coast. But yeah. Let's see. So we're going to go into satellite view. Right here, we've got some mountains. Mountains. There's a lot of mountains there. Near Augusta, there's some mountains. Yeah. Oh yeah, and in between Augusta and Georgia, there's probably a lot of hills. So we might not need helpers, but who knows. So, supply the vertex height. Oh, that's a little bit too far apart. Let's make them closer. Real quick, I want to apply the height just to see I'm good. Okay, so this area is fine. This area is I just need to move this blind point a little bit. And so, anyways, when we add a third track, why don't we have it just be kind of a staging? That would mean it has to be big. It should be, I guess, yeah, it'd be a small staging yard or maybe a crew change yard. You could do that, like a couple extra tracks. So Augusta seems like a nice place to start. So, straighten this. Alright, so 3 tracks are done. Yeah. That was kind of weird. I was like, yeah. Okay. So let's add the crew change siding. And an Amtrak station, obviously. So since trains usually aren't really short, I'm gonna make the siding really long, or at least relatively long. So we have the sidings. We're gonna have 2 sidings right there. Okay, so second siding is ready. And that looks pretty good. It looks a lot more like a siding track. So let's have some signals in the middle, or a railroad crossing, like right here, and have like roads along it. So we'd make it just a 2-lane crossing, and then have like a 4-lane road on one side. Let's go to join rail. Add some crossing boards. We'll do the safe train mark later. So yeah. Now that we have that done, let's add some signals right by the crossing. So some signals. And then have signals right here. So and those will serve up there as kind of the dwarf signals. And then basically, what was I going to say? But so those will serve as the dwarf signals. So like we'll have for this junction, this will be the dwarf and normal signal. This right here is gonna have a dwarf signal, so why don't we just put that down? So we have a dwarf right here. So we'll add that. Okay. I need to move this. Man, these dwarves are kind of far out. Okay. So now that we have dwarf work done, let's add signals. So let's go to safe tran, where signals will be. Let's take a look at signal 5. That's so we have the gantry 06s. And I'll do an 08 right here. But it looks like this one got posted on a different track. There we go. So let's take this signal. I'm gonna probably make this part 20 minutes long and make the next one like 10 minutes long in a time lapse. So that'll be a lot cooler. So yeah. Signals are done. Why don't we add another trackside road? And kind of want to raise the track a little bit. So let's go ahead and do 5 and have it basically aside the track. Oh yeah, I forgot it's at a certain. So we can't elevate it sadly, but yeah. So why don't we add a 4-lane trackside road on this side. So let's go to yarn, add in a traffic light. Power of the spacebar, guys. That's what changed it. So lane 4, lane 4. Huh. In Trans E12, they had the just lane 4 and lane 2. Guess I'll have to get that on the download station, which I'll do soon. A lot of times I'll just do this, keep it on the default, and add like some kind of traffic light. So we have our trackside road right here. Let's add some scenery, so like grass. So like that would work. We want to add a variety of grasses instead of just one. So for the next grass, this one looks pretty much exactly the same. Let's try this one. That looks literally exactly the same. Oh yeah, except it's a letter. How about this? So let's add some CL trees. That's way too big. Okay. So now we have the trees added, and why don't we extend the road out just a little bit right here so that the trees aren't like right on it. So let's extend this out like this much further, and then maybe have like a little like old depot where they can just kind of watch the trains. Because, you know, I'm a real fan myself, so I gotta add some place for the train Z-foamers to go if they exist. But why don't we add an Amtrak station? Because Amtrak station, you're gonna need one. So platform low. These came from the American Train site or whatever it's called. So yeah. So why don't we get the Suburban Station Amtrak? I have a bunch of different stuff that I found in like routes that I downloaded in the little content search filter that I have. So right here, let's add this Amtrak station. It looks pretty freaking awesome. I found it might come with the game. Not sure, it might though. But all I know is that I found it in a Transy Chicago racetrack route. So yeah, that's where I first saw it because it downloaded. So yeah. So we're gonna raise this spline up a little bit since it's low. So we can see what the height is. 0.31, exactly like the track height. And under that, we'll just add normal. So there, now it looks real. Look at that, so beautiful. So now that we have that Amtrak station done, it's only going to have one platform, so all the Amtrak trains are going to have to switch to that. I might as well, you know what, I might as well make the track spread out to add a station in. The Bandicam thing ended just as I started talking. So after we do these finishing touches, we are going to end the video, see what we've done, and then come back for a part 2, possibly in time lapse. So stay tuned for that, definitely. Right now we are adding the platforms for the Amtrak station. I just realized how far out they go. So why don't we add a spline point right here. Destroy this part. Destroy these parts. Like any further than that. So then you have there, here. The tracks get closer together. It looks pretty cool. I like it so far. And then finally we're just going to move this track back a little bit. We're going to move this to this. Go straight like that. And now we can add the third platform to the Amtrak station and the last platform to the Amtrak station. So yeah, the Amtrak station just needs some crossing boards. So we'll add those. Why don't we give it a few more realistic aspects? So, like realistic aspects would be kind of like, oh yeah, I just realized I made a junction there by accident with a wood crossing board. So we're going to apply, 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 apply. We're actually going to apply that height to those. And then we're going to add station lights and fences and parking lot. Let's just finish the station in like these next 5 minutes so that this video doesn't get too long and too boring. But yeah. And if you're still watching this video, for one, I appreciate you and congratulate you for making it through almost 25 minutes. The video is probably going to end up being exactly 25 minutes long, if not like slightly longer by like a minute. So let's add spline points to this grass. So, and whoa. So no clue how to delete this grass. It's not really working. So let's have this stuff. Huh. There we go. So now that we have that, there's not really that much room for a parking lot, but what we can do, we're going to get some asphalt paint. This is going to be the first paint we're doing as a parking lot. We can just add like asphalt paint and then get these parking spots in. So we'll just do the parking bumpers. And maybe add the parking lines as well. Yeah, let's add the parking lines. So parking stripe. Or should we do parallel? Yeah, parallel parking. Even though everyone hates it, let's just make it parallel parking. So we're gonna add parallel parking spots. So we're gonna have to make this more along the road than along the station. So, yeah. And there we go, the Amtrak station is almost ready. Let's add some cars. Oh yeah, why don't we add this billboard? Just why not? Oh wow, this is an old billboard. Cars love Shell. One that's not their present day logo, and two that's like a 1950s car, but still, it's probably like either early 2000s, 1990s, or 1980s, I'd say. It's definitely not from this time, but it's very slight chance that it's from early 2000s, probably from the 80s or 90s. So now that we have that, let's get some actual cars. So cars. So since sadly not that many people ride trains these days, we're not gonna add too many cars. So yeah, but we'll add some obviously, because you know there's gonna be at least people foaming, and at least one person's gonna be riding some kind of train. And why don't we just add a Chevy Impala from the 50s just to make everything 10 billion times better? We'll add this SUV to the group. And there we go. You have the Amtrak station almost complete. Just need to add station lights. So let's go to jointed rail, generic station. Or no, it's not generic, it's just jointed rail station light. And then why don't we add one of the towers to our thing? So I have that. These probably don't even glow, even though they're jointed rail. So if I set it to nighttime and they don't glow, I won't be surprised. But who knows? All I know is that they're going to make the station look a lot more realistic. It's the only thing I know about them. And you might not think they had large detail at first, but when you look at the station from here, I think you'll realize why people add them so much. Unless I'm the only one. But that means I'll have the most realistic stations. If that's some kind of award. Which it for sure most definitely probably isn't. But if it is, how do I enter? Man, this station is starting to look pretty realistic though. I'm happy with it. So we're gonna actually have to delete this part of it. And then move this up just a bit. And then add some station lights. And add a fence, because we don't want anyone walking on the siding track where a train's gonna come and just stop. Because if they fall asleep on there in between the rails, and they wake up, they're probably gonna have to go back to sleep for another few hours. Or days. Depending on what the problem is. Okay, so everyone who's still watching this video, you survived 30 minutes of my cringy commentary and me building in Train Z. Which in those almost 30 minutes, or a little bit over 30 minutes, we've done this. And since this isn't a time lapse, this is all we have. So I'm gonna have the time lapse video be half of this. I'm gonna have it be 15 minutes. Videos are probably gonna be around 15 minutes long when I do the time lapse. So yeah. And I'm gonna still be doing the building for exactly 30 minutes. So, yeah. And I'm gonna have it so that I can't work any longer than that. So, yeah. That'll make everything kind of more entertaining to see what we can do in 30 minutes with the route. So I'm thinking it's looking freaking awesome. But, yeah. Tell me what you guys think about it in the comments, and I'll take a look at what your opinions are. But I'll do that after I finish this fence and after I finish uploading this video. So, yeah. So fences are done. So this Amtrak station is probably going to be the highlight. So this right here, I'm going to take as the thumbnail. So only have that be the thumbnail. Just the highlight of what we've done today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one, which will be a time lapse. Bye.